Quite really good. See, you can't inspire the person in the house when you're around, so
Okay.
I'm in the mood.
Well,
I'm doing an interview thing with Daddy. I can't do this song,
good afternoon. We're here at Abundant Life 145 Dixon Avenue as we're here to pay tribute and celebrate the life of our beloved Jarvis Montaque. As you know, Jarvis is an individual who was very loved in the community, his church, his home, and in the neighborhood. And here we have another person who's very acquainted with Mr. Jarvis Montague. If he would just say a little thing of what's on his heart concerning this short.
I know Jarvis was a good young man, and he wanted to be in the army, he wanted to make career in the army, and he had good things. He always said good things about people, and he always a guy, he just make you smile, he's a nice person. He's just nice to everyone. That's how I know Jarvis.
So basically, you're saying that he will definitely be missed by
He
those.
missed by everyone.
Mhm.
Around his school, his church, which is this church, and he's missed by everyone.
So, what would you say to that individual who has caused him to be short-lived among us?
Well, I would say it's not nice to be called a murderer because if you call a murderer, you're like the devil, you're like Satan, you're everything bad. So I said, you know, go in and see your pastor, priest, or somebody and talk to them, ask them to help you because that person need help. And there's not only one young people out there need help. There's a lot of people need help and they have to seek help.
Mhm.
And what I want to tell some of the parents who would find a gun in the son's house and instead turn it over to the law enforcement, you want to give it to them and tell them to take it back where they get it. I don't think that's fair.
So,
You know.
what would you say would be the adequate wording?
Well, you have to do something, but you're not going to turn it over to give it back to the person that hide it in your house. He's just going to look a safer place in the house to hide it.
Hmm. And somebody else's life could be jeopardized
Exactly.
or shortened by
And
that.
there's a lot of parents that find guns and give it to the son and say, take it back where you get it. Give it to where you get it back. It's theirs. They're not going to take it anywhere. They just hide it to the
So
defense
that
bag.
parent should take responsibility, take it away,
Yeah, and a
and
lot of the parents they know what their sons are doing.
mhm.
They know their sons are doing wrong, but because of the roughness of the son, they cannot talk to them and tell them anything because they're scared of them also.
So therefore the parents are intimidated also
Yes,
of their children.
by the children. Yeah,
So what would you suggest to that parent?
be a parent by if they do something bad like breaking the law, turn them over to the law. That's what I would do with my son. If you do something wrong, and I know you hurt someone that bad, I'll turn him over to the law without even think about it.
Mhm.
I bail guys out of jail, um, and they still doing wrongs. And
Mhm.
you know what I did? They can tell you at the police station. I call 911 and I tell the police to come and take them back.
Mhm.
How much people do that? I'm not afraid, man.
Not, well, you see, many do not do that because of their
I'm not afraid.
afraid of the
No, I'm not
reprisal.
afraid.
Mhm.
I'm here trying to change things. Why should I be afraid?
Right. For us to, the community to change the environment to something that is productive and what do you call it, safe for the entire community, they basically have to and should basically talk to individuals who would help them to be that much more of an individual that is pro pro life or pro health, pro safety, whatever you want, the category you want to put it on there.
Yeah, but you see, there's a lot of people who jump up and say wolf, 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 and they're not doing
And they're
nothing
not
to
doing
it, and everyone have can solve the problem, and they're not solving the problem. And if you, as someone, come up and suggest something that we could solve this problem by doing this, everyone is doing it. No, 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 no. We can't do that. That's not good. That's you know, intimidation. That's this and that's that. These young men that going around, teenagers shooting on the 17, 18, 19-year-old, shooting down 15-year-old. I think they should try them like adult.
Well, you see,
It's full time right now
for
for
far
them.
too long, I believe, minors, what we may want to call them,
We don't have any
would,
minors anymore. From your you can pick up a gun and take your brother's life.
well,
I think you're supposed to be bear the penalty of an adult because you're killing someone which you know is wrong. You cannot blow Brett.
mhm.
You know, like God said, leave all vengeance to Him. So why somebody just say something and because you don't like what they say, you're gonna kill them? What sense that make?
And that is definitely, as I said, thinking that a mindset that we have to come together and cultivate, that it is not necessary so appreciated that if somebody says something to you, you need to be able to address that person verbally in a way to say that you don't appreciate, instead of doing something that you will forever regret. And you cannot, like what have maybe happened here with Mr. Jarvis, right?
Yeah, well, we all regret it, and because a lot of people would ask why there's so much emphasis on Jarvis because he's so innocent. You know, he's not into anything bad, and that's why um, people catch on to him that much and love him that much because he's innocent.
Mhm.
That's why when you're innocent, people more attend to come to your rescue and your help, and this is what happened.
Right.
People, it touched people who don't know him, never know him, and it touched them so much.
Hmm.
I know him, and it touched me a lot.
Well, you see, when individual will do things in the community that is proactive and positive, then it
Yeah,
reciprocates
yeah,
itself.
but how many people go into the community to talk to these people? You ever go in the community and talk to them? No. There's a lot of other people, pastors and everyone. Rob Ford would pass through with a bag of police behind him, and other guys would pass through with 10, 12, 20 police behind them.